Well, my favourite book is The Day My Bum Went Psycho, but I don't think that's a very appropriate costume for Book Week. Oh, I don't know, Jazz. Oh, if only there was a place filled with books that I could borrow, read, return. Oh, it just hit me. The library. I've really got to stop throwing my phone.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Dione.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Welcome.
There's a lot of books here.
Yeah, there's heaps and heaps of books and lots more.
Do you think there might be a book here that can give me some inspiration for a costume?
Yes, I do. Do you want to go and have a look?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Libraries have been around for a long time. A really, really long time. Go back around 2,700 years and some would say this was the first one. The Library of Ashurbanipal, filled with thousands of clay tablets. The first library that was open to the public was the Library of Alexandria, built in Egypt in 323 BCE. Unfortunately, it was kinda sorta accidentally burned down by a guy called Julius Caesar. We'll save him for another story. But the idea of a public place where people could access information and stories kinda took off. Here in Australia, the first public library was built in Victoria in 1854. And by the middle of last century, public libraries were popping up all over the country, usually funded by state governments. Back then, they were super important, because without internet and smartphones and everything else, they were sort of the only place you could go to get information for, say, school projects. But of course, that's not the case anymore.
So this library is pretty different to the ones I had growing up. How have libraries changed?
Yeah, look, it's really interesting. I think there's lots of things that are the same. So obviously books are still a big part of it, but now there's a lot more technology. And so whether that's computers or virtual reality, maker spaces, spanners, tools, whatever, you can all get it at the library now.
This library even has a 3D printer, a media room for all your visual and audio needs, as well as plenty of spaces you can sit back, relax and read, well, a good book.
What about Mary Poppins?
Maybe.
Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that series. What about Andy Griffiths?
Dione says while the internet and ebooks have had a big effect on libraries around the world, Australia's libraries have managed to stay relevant by being flexible and adapting to new technology.
I think in the future we'll still provide access to information, which is fundamentally what we're about. It probably doesn't really matter if it's a physical book or if it's digital. So really what we're here for is to make sure, everyone's got access to that information, and if it's through your phone or if it's through a book, that's our role. And if we weren't doing it, who would be?
Plus, it's a great place for kids to come and get some inspiration for Book Week.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. I think Book Week is a really fun time of year for everyone. And you can, read a book and get inspired, or you can get a costume.
And on that note, I think I know what my costume is.
Oh, what is it?
I'll show you.
Excellent. What are you?
I'm a thesaurus.
Oh, right. What kind of dinosaur is that?
I think they're a verbivore. I hope I win.
Yeah, I don't know about that.